An excellent meal, or not? Snakes are some of the mysterious and most misunderstood creatures on the world, of which humans are the most scared. Snakes are found in almost every part of the world and in all climatic conditions, except for a few regions where they are absent, like Ireland, New Zealand, and Greenland. Scientists say that snake-like animals first appeared around 130 million years ago, and the true snake likely evolved around 110 million years ago. Interestingly, unlike now, early snakes are believed to be completely fossorial, meaning that they lived underground and only rarely came out to the surface. Scientists also believe that the snakes evolved from a four-legged lizard-like ancestor animal and eventually lost their limbs when they adapted themselves to burrowing and the underground habitat. Till date, some of the oldest known snake groups that are still living are burrowing snakes. However, over time, snakes came out from underground and explored the possibility of living above ground, wanting to make use of the resources available there. While early burrowing snakes are believed to have been smaller in size, the early terrestrial snakes are likely much larger in size. These are the pythons, anacondas, and other large-sized constrictor snakes that we see today. Once these snakes came out of the ground, they dispersed across the world and adapted themselves to most available habitats, from the deep sea to the deserts, and from the coldest mountains to the wettest forests. Today, we can see snakes in almost all habitats. Some of these snakes specialize to live in these conditions. This also coincides with human dispersal. Human beings are another species that adapted to live in most parts of the world in all climatic conditions. This is likely one reason why we are most scared of snakes and have hundreds of stories about these poor little creatures. Snake food is one of the most interesting topics, and several hundred stories and assumptions lie about their feeding ability and behavior. While there are stories of how anacondas can swallow an adult human, there are also stories in India about how much snakes enjoy eating eggs. Although the tale of anacondas eating humans still remains a myth with almost no evidence, the belief about snakes eating eggs is interesting and both true and false. So, do snakes eat eggs? To get an answer to this question, we first need to understand how snakes eat and a little about their basic dental setup. We all know that snakes have two large fangs which they use to inject venom into their prey. But apart from these, most of the snakes found in the world are non-venomous and do not have true fangs. All snakes, including venomous snakes, have a series of two pairs on the upper jaw and one pair of teeth in the lower jaw that are called maxillary, pterygoid, palatine, or mandibular, depending on how on the bones it is presented. All of these teeth are sharp and inwardly pointed, which helps snakes grab their prey and not leave it. But on the other hand, these teeth only support swallowing behavior. Clearly, such a dental arrangement does not support eating hard-shelled eggs and breaking them using their teeth. Then where does the story of snakes eating eggs come from? And can snakes still eat eggs and somehow break them? The answer is, not all snakes can successfully feed on eggs and break them. But there are a few snakes that evolved special adaptations in their body to feed on eggs. One such group of snakes is the egg-eating snake, found in India and Africa, that is specialized to eat eggs. The species that is found in India is the Indian egg-eating snake, one of the rarest snakes in India known to only feed on eggs. Although we now know that snakes cannot break the shell with their teeth, these unique snakes do it with the help of their unique vertebral projections. These snakes swallow eggs and place the eggs on the front portion of the body between special vertebral bones that have a sharp knife-like structure pointing inwards. These special bones help them to break the eggshell from inside the body and swallow the contents, while broken eggshell bits are spat out in a process called regurgitation. This special adaptation in the physiology makes them specialized or true egg eaters in the snake world, and this is not seen in any other snake in the world. But do only these snakes eat eggs? No, not really. There are a few other snakes that are known to feed on eggs, but none of them have the unique adaptation that the egg-eater snakes have. Some other relatives of egg-eaters in India, such as cat snakes and some keelback snakes that live in water, are also known to feed on amphibian eggs. But amphibian eggs are not shelled eggs, so it's all about swallowing and digesting them. Beyond these, kukri snakes that are found in South and Southeast Asia are also known to feed on small eggs, but they are not specialized egg feeders. The name kukri comes from the uniquely shaped Nepalese knife, which looks like the back teeth of the kukri snake. These teeth are believed to help the snakes break or cut small eggs that they feed on. The most common egg-eater snakes, which are falsely called thus, are the cobra or the spectacled cobra, which actually do not possess such abilities. While they sometimes swallow eggs, they often end up regurgitating the whole egg without breaking it. However, we are still discovering whether other snakes have egg-eating abilities or other such unique adaptations.